My name is Sergio Duarte, and I am a retired Brazilian ambassador. In July 2019, the United Nations adopted unanimously the resolution that declared April 5 as the International Day of Conscience. Since then, this date has been commemorated in every corner of Earth by individuals and nations in order to spread the resolve to unite and to promote positive action in all spheres of life: family, society, nation, and the planet as a whole. The decision to institute a National Day of Conscience is an important landmark for the achievement of a culture of peace, since the power of conscience is a necessary tool for the realization of this endeavor. The Constitution of UNESCO, the United Nations Organization for Education, Science and Culture, states that peace must be founded in the intellectual and moral solidarity of mankind. This is the basis of the effort to build a culture of peace, in which every human being has a contribution to make and from which all benefit. It encompasses values, attitudes, and forms of behavior directed toward respect for the rights of all human beings, acceptance of differences and understanding among nations, as well as rejection of all forms of violence. Acting in conformity with these basic tenets increases our individual capacity for promoting a culture of peace through conscience. At present, the world faces a most dangerous pandemic that has so far affected almost 75 million people and claimed the lives of 3 million worldwide. Unfortunately, its ferocity does not seem to abate, and new variants threaten countries where a significant decrease of cases had been observed not too long ago. On April 2, 2020, 1 year ago, as the COVID-19 pandemic spread worldwide, the General Assembly of the United Nations adopted by consensus Resolution 74-270, recognizing the need for a global answer based on unity, solidarity, and renewed multilateral cooperation. People with conscience expressed the hope that the global health emergency would stimulate cooperation among nations for the definition and adoption of solidarity measures to confront this unprecedented challenge. The World Health Organization, WHO, acted to disseminate reliable information on the evolution of the disease and to find ways to prevent contagion and increase the production and distribution of vaccines. However, decisive action with the determined support of the international community as a whole is necessary if we are to realize the objective of providing immunization to everyone, including the most vulnerable populations in developing countries. The effects of the inequality between richer and poorer countries with regard to the ability to confront the pandemic requires greater attention by world leaders and from every person who adheres to the values of love and solidarity. The mentality and practice of me first is contrary to conscience and reflects a narrow and parochial view of the national interest to the detriment of common good, leading to postures that may have disastrous consequences in a not too distant future. No country will be safe, regardless of its capacity to immunize all its citizens, as long as all countries are not safe. A concentrated effort by the richer countries, in cooperation with the remainder of the international community, with the goal of finally controlling the pandemic worldwide, should not be understood as charity or selfless humanitarian assistance. On the contrary, it is in the interest and benefit of all. It is imperative to prevent COVID-19 from becoming endemic or to resurface periodically in the form of new and more contagious and lethal variants to haunt the world and decimate entire populations, as was the case with the ancient Middle Age plagues. We know from experience with SARS and MERS, and now from COVID-19, that viruses of lethal respiratory diseases develop from animals. As the predatory action of human beings on the environment shrinks the habitat of many species, increasing the chances of direct contact, the possibility of the rise of new pandemics increases. Unfortunately, humanity as a whole seems far from understanding the need to live in harmony with nature. The harsh conditions brought by the pandemic should serve as a reminder and as an encouragement for everyone to self-reflect and follow their conscience. More than ever, the sustainable future of humanity depends on our own conscience-driven actions. Thank you.